on my hat. What's Gucci YouTube?
Yeah.
Brady, you dig what I'm saying? In the building, you dig what I'm saying? Marvelous Bluntz in the building, Tone in the building. We got Touring in the building, you dig what I'm saying? Here on this Saturday night. And you know, if y'all haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to Marvelous Blunts. We just dropped like in this content this past Thursday. Miss Marvel review, Torian, all of Tori and Tone.
Yeah.
When I was on that joint, so check out all our new content
Yeah.
on the channel. ASAP Rocky, what's going on with y'all?
That was
I just
good,
saw
man. We
y'all.
just
Literally.
yeah, we was all just together.
Oh,
So
each other, like literally
yeah.
each other probably like not even 30, 40 minutes ago. But yeah, man, we are here today, man, on this Saturday night for the Thor Love and Thunder review. You dig what I'm saying? We actually just went out the Hoffman, had a
Yes,
great
sir.
time to go see it. You know, it was it was a cool vibe, man. Saw it in IMAX, man. You dig what I'm saying? It was a good vibe, good little fan vibes and stuff like that. So we are here
And
for.
Thor got a round of applause as well at the end of this the
That was
theater.
surprising too. That was surprising. So we're gonna get right into the review, ASAP Rocky. So we're going to start, man. Tone, since this is your guy, man, how you feeling about Thor: Love and Thunder, man? Let's get into it.
All right, let me just say this, man. Initially, when we all left the theater after the credits rolled,
Mm-hmm.
my initial reaction was, all right, that was actually not that bad. And then after this discussion in the hallway with the gang, I was like, okay, I guess the nostalgia or the movie effect wore off, and I was like, all right, let me dissect this movie. So here's my thing. I I, I liked it. Now, me and Pat had not seen no trailers, no anything, no imagery, no nothing from this movie. So I
Right.
think that actually helped a lot. At least for me, anyways. And Pat said it helped him too. Um, I just feel like in hindsight, this had like no action. Like it was a couple action scenes, but
Right.
it's like feel like it was more of the same type of action scene. And I feel like they didn't pay enough attention to um um King Valkyrie. I thought she could have got more shine time. Um I thought that those I thought the goats were kind of annoying
They were fun.
after a little while, like like because like this is with hindsight, right? So they were annoying only because I can kind of see it. I can literally predict when they're about to do that. So it was kind of annoying to me after the first couple times. You know what I'm saying? It kind of got predictive, I guess, because it was the end of the scene. You could tell when the end of the scene was coming,
Okay.
and there was like a signal to that, I guess. Um, I did like some of the things I did like definitely like Gore. He definitely to me top tier. I like this aura, his screen presence. Christian Bale, like we predicted, I believe always predicted was gonna kill it. The shadow creatures definitely like that. That was different. The lack of color in the actual shadow realm going monochromatic, I think is the word. Doing that and then flipping between and like seeing might hold up the hammer for light and seeing a little color. That was pretty cool. Like the little nuances. But just in general, I just thought that it was a okay movie, and like Pap said in the hall, it didn't add on to the overall big picture of the MCU, like what's
All
going
right.
on.
Yeah.
Um, and my last couple of points I wanted to make about the gods of Olympus, basically. I don't know if I noticed, but there were a lot of hidden gods there. You got the Celestials, so
Yes, I definitely called
two
that.
of
I
them.
called that. Yes.
Raw was there. Moon Knight mentioned Raw. If y'all don't know, Raw is I forgot the Egyptian. I forgot the name
Ra,
that
ra.
Moon Knight used. Yeah, Raw. Uh, uh, yeah, man. It was just to me, it was just cool to see that initial reaction. And but my another negative I have, Russell Crowe. What the hell kind of accent is that? Is that supposed to be a Greek accent? That
Yeah,
shit was
I
that
didn't,
shit
I
was
didn't get
not
rock with
good.
Pro either. It was like I felt like it was just like I was like, bruh, I don't know. They too marveled you out.
Man, I don't know what he was. I literally don't know what he was doing, bro, and why he looked.
He sound
I
like
don't know what.
Kent Mitchell.
Hey, I don't know what was up with that. That was a little weird. I thought that actually I thought that scene could have been a lot better. But
Yeah,
I like how they depicted Zeus though, because that's usually how he's depicted as like, because he is the god of God. He's literally the god of God. So he's
I
like
didn't
the
want to
perfect
see
man,
Thor
whatever.
last though. To be honest with you, I never
That was a
thought.
long time coming, man. That was definitely
They
there
was
for the
waiting for
women,
that.
man.
They was waiting for that.
Uh-huh.
He got the strongest of his life for that one scene. Thor was
That
so
nigga
strong
was
in this movie. I said, "Yo, he got strong."
that nigga was. I would give him that though. He'd be crossfitting his ass off literally. But the Guardians role that was kind of in hindsight. Like we discussed a lot of this in the car. It was kind of in hindsight. I'm like, okay, they were just there. Like Batista, Pat said Batista did. I mean, I said Batista. Drax didn't say anything.
He didn't
And I'm
say
like,
anything.
damn, he actually did not say anything. Like shit.
And that's when he looked at the plank on the strip. He was like fat, like he literally was fat in the background. I'm like, dog. But Lisa said,
I didn't get it. So but like I said, overall, I initially liked the movie. So I just think discussing it actually triggers like the negative stuff that I think about, like the pacing and like shit like that. But that's my initial reaction to Thor: Love and Thunder, and I'll give a score after Pat Ventorian gives their take.
Tori, we're gonna swing it around town. Let's get it.
All right, so this is actually my second time watching it because I saw it on Thursday, and I said that I would see it again with y'all today. And I said I had said early on, I said even if the movie wasn't good, I said the experience of just seeing it with a group of people will make up for it. For me, I would say that the visuals was really good. Like I like how they depicted when Gore would come out of the shadows like that. I like how they made it look real menacing, like how he would come out of the shadows like that, and all you would see was them glowing eyes, and then he would appear. And then also I like the world that they went to where Zeus was at. I like that. That whole world was nice. I don't know, like it almost reminds you like it almost like they was mixing. It's almost like I don't think they called it the Mount Olympus though. It was called something else.
But I think that's the depiction of it. Like it's supposed to be Olympus, but they call
it almost looked like a cathedral in the sky. That's what it kind of looked like. It almost looked like that. So I would say that the visuals on this was really good. Also, there was another guy that was there that when I first saw it the first time, I didn't notice it until I saw it today, and that was the goddess Bast, which is the goddess of the ancestral plane in Black Panther. If you saw like where they were sitting at, she was the one sitting right below him. Like you couldn't miss it because she was the only Black woman there. Yeah. Like she was sitting like right below him, and that's the goddess Bast. So that's a Black Panther tie-in right there. Also, it was something else that I had wanted to say. The part where he was using the lightning, I guess you could say the lightning chain, that kind of reminded me of God of War a little bit. When he was using the chains like how Kratos used it, that's what it kind of reminded me of. Except it doesn't have a blade at the end of it. Except it doesn't have a blade at the end, and it worked because in God of War they deal with fighting gods. So it actually kind of like that's what it kind of reminded me of.
I didn't even think of that, bro.
And I'll agree with you. I even said this in my review. I didn't like how they depicted Zeus in this movie. I said that because when I'm thinking of Zeus, I'm thinking like he's a real like he's like this real intimidating type of character, but they made him real playful. It's almost like they brought him down to Thor's level to the point where Thor actually seemed to be more serious in that scene than Zeus was. Because Thor was like all about
how Zeus is typically depicted in literature and stuff, and like that's how he is. Like that's actually how he would be. Like
wow, like I guess
like this. That's how
yeah, like
was.
I mean,
he's a playboy.
But I would say like also when I said like and I said in my review, I just have to also give kudos again to Natalie Portman for getting in shape for this role. You could actually see the toneness that you saw, like in her, they made sure to do camera shots to make sure that look, these arms are defined. This is not CGI. This was hard work. Like they made sure to show off that she was working out to get in shape for this role. And I said this to y'all when we was at the theater, and I said it in my review. I'm glad that they tied in or said how she was able to get Millionaire, because it's like if they had left out how she was able to pick that up or get it, then that would have took me completely out of it. Like, how did she get that? Like, how did she become worthy? Then they did the backstory and said that, Thor was talking to her and said that, promised to always protect her, and it glowed. So it's basically like Millionaire heard it and saying, okay, if something happens to her, then I'll, reach out to her and call out to her. That way, if she needs me, then here I am. So I'm glad that they actually did that in there. Of course, they kept in there about her having cancer and everything like that. And that, of course, was in the comics as well. It was something else that, I thought it was just really weird how they had to, when they were talking, when they was having Korg tell that story about how in order for a being like himself to actually be born, it actually had to come through the conception of two males.
Yeah, Toria, I completely forgot about that. Hey, bro,
that threw me off.
That shit threw me off too.
Yeah.
Sorry about.
Because as far as I know, the only male species that can get pregnant are seahorses. Now these are not seahorses. If that was a seahorse, then I would understand it. But I was like, it takes two rock-like creatures to come together and cohabitate in order to create a child, and then they create another male child. So that makes me believe there's nothing but male forms out there of that. It's no female version of Korg out there.
Bro, dude had a mustache, bro.
He
had a brown mustache.
He had a whole
mustache, bro.
He looked like Carl Winslow.
They're pushing a wild message with that, with Korg talking about like two dudes and then one dude having the baby. Like, I'm like, what?
Yeah, like that.
I did not actually.
And the thing is, like, when and that's why I said I'm glad I saw the second one, because when I saw the first time, I didn't pick up on that. But then when I watched it again today, I was like, wait a minute, two male? How does that actually? How does that work?
Sneaky.
And it's crazy too because it's crazy too because I actually saw something on Twitter last night. I don't know if y'all saw me, and I posted up on my story when it was a trending topic on there saying, why can't men breastfeed?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, so and then I see this, I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, that right there kind of like
that made the tape, and then they kind of like me. Just when you said that distasteful, no, it's not that distasteful. You just made me think about distasteful things that I'm gonna mention when my go. Go ahead.
I didn't mention it yet, did I?
No, you did, but you made me think
of Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. I thought it was interesting how so many people are now able to just wield Stormbreaker like it's nothing. I guess that means I guess with Stormbreaker you don't have to be worthy to pick it up.
Yeah. I'm about to say.
Okay, that's okay. That was like okay, making sense to me. What did y'all think when I saw the scene at the end where Thor had used the Thunderbolt to give power to the kids? That kind of reminded me of Shazam a little bit. Shazam came to mind when he usually uses powers. And they said Shazam, and they became the Shazam family. Yeah. That's what that kind of, and how ironic, it's a Thunderbolt, just like in Shazam is a Thunderbolt. So I thought that was interesting as well. They gave, we find out that Heimdall had a whole son that we didn't know about.
Heimdall's baby mother had a girlfriend too.
Who?
Heimdall's baby mother. When we rewatch it, we'll go over those things again when it comes on Disney Plus. But I'm telling you, Heimdall's baby mother had a girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had to think. I was like, huh? But then I had to think about it for a second. Okay, yeah. Because at the end when he ran to him and said, "Mom," I was like, okay, not okay. Yeah, because
I was confused. My mama kissing the girl.
Yeah. But yeah, but also I thought like they literally did like with Gore's character. They really went dark there, like the part where Heimdall's son is telling the story. He just kind of pops up out of the shadow from behind them, and he brings up this creature because he was talking about y'all, like, you know, talking about knocking off heads because he was telling the story about Thanos' head being cut off by Thor in the Endgame. And he said, well, this creature likes to have his head snapped off too. And he just snapped it off and threw the head at the kids. And the head's just like jumping all over.
I like
that.
Like,
yeah, so now, like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That part where Christian Bale is literally like that part where he's literally like in the shadow realm, and I thought that was interesting. They call it the shadow realm because I'm thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh. Every time that word shadow realm comes up, I'm thinking of it's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a shadow realm. When they go there and he has Thor, Jane, and Valkyrie like hemmed up in his little, you know, entanglement things or whatever you want to call it, his little shadow entanglement things, and he's literally like choking them out for like to try to get stuff out of them. Like it's like he really knew their life. Like he was telling Valkyrie about how she lost her loved ones, like lost her sisters in battle, and basically related all back to how the gods just are worthless. Like you call to the gods and none of them is helping you. Jane, you have an illness that you think that you're just going to cure just because you're now able to wield this hammer, but even the gods won't even bring you back to health. So it's pretty much worthless. You're just like me. And every time he went to Thor and he kept saying, call the axe. And he said it in different ways. He said, he whispered it. Then he said it in a very low tone. And then it's like that look. And every time he didn't do it, he kept strangling him harder and harder until he finally said, I'm going to call the axe in order to break them free. So that's why I said like Christian Bale did a very good job of this villain. And he had to throw the Batman voice in there at the end. He had to do the Batman voice.
I thought it was he sounded just like Batman the whole time to me.
I wouldn't say like the whole time, but especially at the end when he went to Eternity to get his daughter.
Yeah,
back.
definitely.
Like,
yeah, definitely.
That's when I heard. I said, "Oh, he just he couldn't let that Christopher Nolan go."
Man, I said that when all of a sudden he said so. I said, "What in the Batman?" I'm like, "Yo."
He just had to do it. I wonder if he did it like as a trolling thing because he knows how people. It was like didn't really like him doing that. And I'm gonna be honest, I was one of the people like, "Oh my god, please stop! Just don't have him talk." Just have him do like some action stuff. So I'm like, after like it, that makes my throat hurt. But yeah, that was my pretty much my take on it. If there's anything else I gotta throw in there, I'll put it in there.
Okay, so great takes, man. It sounds like people we got like fucking with this joint a little bit, but not fucking with it. It's like on and all, we having tit for tat.
It's a Thor movie.
Yes, definitely. I think every Thor movie from the first one, it's stuff you like about that. And stuff you don't like about it. Every Thor movie is literally both. You know what I'm saying? For me, everyone. You know, main thing y'all said, Gore was the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He definitely turned up. I think Thor, besides the first two villains, shout out to Taika Waititi, man, picking good villains and making them dope, making them interesting, making them villains, do dark stuff for real. So I was messing with Gore. You know what I'm saying? They went straight funnies with this joint. I was actually in this joint chuckling, like really laughing. Like I'm like, they really got them really telling jokes in this movie. So I really see where they going with Bro Thor. Spoiler alert, I'm glad the Guardians wasn't in it. And, you know, I feel like I would have been upset if I really been watching the trailers and kept seeing the Guardians in it and they weren't in it. So shout out to us not watching the trailers. I was not spoiled. That really made the movie. I'm telling you. It really
be your strategy going forward.
Yeah, no, I am. When Black Adam came on the trailer, I told Les, I said, I'm gonna mess around. I ain't gonna watch the trailer for that. I'm just gonna go see these joints because, like, at this point, that's what made Thor cool. We're like, it's really a lot wrong with this movie. If we talk about MCU connectivity,
it's no connection.
That
was another thing.
Crashed. You know what I'm saying?
It was really no connection.
It's no connections in this stuff. It makes me upset, but me chuckling so much made everything go away. They made I definitely think they depicted, you know, Zeus trashy. I think that they said like some little like distasteful jokes about cancer. A little bit like nobody was laughing at the jokes when they were like kind of saying the cancer joke, and I was like, yeah, that shit was distasteful. My mom had breast cancer, so I don't really do the cancer jokes. Was kind of like I was like whatever. Like I didn't think they were those didn't hit, but everything else was cool. Jane, man, our biggest thing was her overthrowing this film. Dog, she's definitely the mighty Thor. She held it down. She definitely held it down. Like real talk. Like I'm gonna definitely go play Avengers later tonight just to play with her because she more than just a Thor skin.
Respect.
Speaking of also when y'all said like like how things look, I really, 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 really liked their uniforms this time.
Yeah.
Thor, that blue, that gold was dope. I think Jane looked dope in hers. Valkyrie had the all black joint on now. So, it switched it up. I definitely think this was a great story. But once again, I repeat what Tone said, it was just no action. I'm just feeling like Marvel is getting less and less towards action and more just like feelings and kids. It's a lot of kids in this, people. If you didn't think every Thor has been no kids, this one it was like this is for the kids. Literally, they put the kids directly in this, so you can kind of tell the direction that Disney Marvel is taking. So I'm not. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. I mean, I love the scene with the kids that we talked about in the hallway. I love. I think not in the hallway. I think was that in the hallway? No, when we were walking back to the car with Tone, I did like that scene with Thor. You know what I'm saying? I did like what he was doing with Stormbreaker, but the scenes looked the same. It was like a bunch of just like in your face, so you really can't see what's going on. That's why I really like that planet, the Shadow Realm, because I felt like they were fighting on a world that they were big on. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that was the best time for action out of the film because I was like, dang, like finally it's just not a bunch of nothing. They got Asgardians around not doing a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? They weren't doing nothing. They might as well have stayed in the house. Shout out to Jane showing some freaky shit with Myrna spreading apart, and man, they definitely thread on imagination in this joint. But like I said, like story not landing with action. It's always something missing with this stuff now. Zeus, bad depiction to me when it comes to Russell Crowe. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing. I really
actually drunk while he was filming.
And like, I get it. Like when I even seen him go like this, I mean, of course, I couldn't tell less because she haven't ever seen Gladiator. So I was like, that was kind of a little old, the Gladiator, you know what I'm saying? When he was going like this or whatever with the arm, how he was on Gladiator. I was like, okay, they threw that little.
I ain't repeat that, bro, but yeah, I didn't repeat that.
That's like a Gladiator thing. So Taika Waititi does his homework for sure. And he knows how to make a movie, but I hear it's a 4-hour cut of this movie. Thor and Taika Waititi said they might be trolling because Zack Snyder cut. But like I said, the way that Thor's going, the direction he's going, I'm happy for him. He don't have a lot going for him right now. So I'm happy for him, the direction that they're taking for him. And I'm not geeking to see Thor 5, but I'm definitely interested. This was not better than Ragnarok.
But this does get a lights up though, because not watching.
For sure. Thor definitely
not watching the
trailers up, but it's not better than Ragnarok, people.
Nah.
It will never be better than Ragnarok. Ever.
The Shadow Realm reminded me of Sin City.
Who?
Black and white.
The Shadow Realm reminded me of Sin City when it went black and white and it had some color in there because Sin City kind of did the same thing. It was all black and white, but they had some colors that popped out. It really is. Like, I love Sin City. That's one of my favorite comic graphic novel movies.
Nah, Sin City's definitely dope. So score. We all didn't have a lot of gripes. Like I said, at the end of the day, my big overall thing is just it's cool, but Disney, Marvel doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. But it still gets a lot of because right now it's cool. Maybe when we discuss, I want to do a show actually of the top what our top movies are this year and what our worst movies are this year. So I want to definitely set that up. So this definitely will be rethought, but. Torian, score. What is your score?
I give it a 7.5. I actually lowered my score because I had to think about that core thing. That thing just doesn't make any sense.
Baby, me and another guy, a lad, hold hands, and then we have another baby. We have a baby. That makes sense, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. If Torian did not say anything about that, I would have been right.
Oh, no, I seen that Mario Rock right there, bro. Anytime they talked about something kind of like on that side of the fence, it was dead silent in the theater. Like nobody was like, I think Marvel thought when they put stuff like that in the movies, all the crowd gonna go, yes. They thought it was gonna be yes.
It didn't happen.
That's what they think is gonna happen, bro.
Not even done in a organic way.
No,
it's just there.
Like Valkyrie, when she like kissed the girl's hands, they're looking at the meat show, and all of a sudden now they're kissing and flying through the air.
The meat show.
Let me guess. You lost your girlfriend out in the battle in the field. You didn't teach to tell you loved her.
Yeah, you said the meat show,
talking about Taika Waititi. What are you talking about? He locked his hands with a man Korg, and they're about to have a baby. That's trash, but still 7.5 from Torian. Tone
7 because Torian reminded me of that thing.
That's literally a cool movie. I give it a 7.5, 8. I give it a low 8. I had
it at a low 8 at first, but that, like I said, that and then when you thinking about it, 7.
Oh, Tone. Something I noticed too, and like I said, it's a good thing. I see it the second time because I didn't catch it. But this was more so like in the intro, not the part with Gore, but because seeing as how me and you were both watching Miss Marvel, I don't know if you caught this, but you know how they open up and it has like the Marvel logo come up and you see all the characters and stuff.
Yeah,
they literally spoiled the last episode of Miss Marvel in one of those letters by showing her in her full costume. I caught it this time. I saw it.
I did not because I was so busy.
Like I actually saw it. She had a mask on and her whole suit, and you could see
I'm glad you did.
And I caught it. Like I was like, I can't believe they put that in there. I'm like, y'all couldn't wait to the next Marvel movie.
I mean, you probably
do that.
I mean, most people wouldn't be looking that closely if you think about it.
They had a War for Wakanda poster in the movies. Like they don't care. They're like, man, on to the next thing. Is that the next movie?
Yeah.
That's the next MCU movie.
Oh, yeah.
They could literally make the worst movie in the world. And
I was telling
that just gonna get $1 billion. That's gonna be the $2 billion movie this year. I'm calling it right now. They're gonna come out for Black Panther 2. War for Wakanda. You got niggas, war, and Wakanda in one thing. Come on, Black people coming out for the violence, bro.
I just don't know what it could be about. Honestly, I really don't know.
They're gonna like pick her as a. Bruh.
Other than Namor, but yeah.
And Namor looking freaky. I seen his little early preview. I'm like, they got him with.
But wouldn't it be something if they do? I don't know, like a hint of Dr. Doom there, because Dr. Doom has a connection with Black Panther
in this universe until they fix this shit, Torian. I don't want no more characters. Let them get their phase out. Whatever the meeting Kevin Feige had 10 years ago, Tori, I know you was probably there. I hope you suggested better plot for Phase 5 because I'm ready to get the fuck out of this phase. Real talk, no funny.
We won't be out of this phase until like next year. After I think the last movie in Phase 4, I think, is Guardians 3.
Oh, we got Groot coming up, right? No, She-Hulk. No, yeah, She-Hulk is coming.
Yeah, She-Hulk is the next.
Yeah, that's the next show. That's the next show.
And then I think Secret Invasion. Look, man.
Wait, Secret Invasion is after She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's this year. But my grid, like I said, overall, we gave it lines up, everybody, but we said it was just cool. It was cool. It was just a cool film.
What did y'all what did y'all think of the post-credit scenes?
Honestly, the Jane one was kind of useless in a way, but it made me think of like, is Loki there since he actually died? Since that version of him died, is he there? And then the first one, I said Hercules was in the movie when we was back on 1 hour shows, but I thought he would be in the movie, but he was at the end of the scene, so he'll become an Avenger because that's the path that he'll take. So yeah, there you go.
So basically, it's gonna be like he's stopping superheroes, but then he's gonna join them.
Yeah.
Well, my thoughts on this post credit scene, like the first one, I was fucking with that. I fuck with just Greek mythology. So like when I seen Hercules, I knew that was Hercules. I'm like, all right, bet we about to get some violence in Thor 5. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about to he should be causing some violence. He's Hercules. Then the second one,
that's where the clap came, man.
They paid Idris Elba already, and they was just like, man, that's just
he said probably to his disdain, because you already know he was ready to be up out of there. Like to the point where he wasn't like even coming to some of the premieres. Like he was pretty much done with the MC. Idris Elba. When Thor Ragnarok came out, he didn't go to the premiere. He didn't go to the premiere for that, Infinity War, Endgame, none of that. Like he said he was done with the MCU. Like he said, I'm done. Like I'm not going to any of the events. Just make sure you pay me and the check clears. And I'm done. So I don't know what they had to do to convince him to do this one little post-credit scene.
Okay.
But I mean it was enough for him to come and do it.
Absolutely nothing. So he's like, I don't care. It means nothing. I'm dead. Like literally, he took the approach of rest in peace, Chadwick. Like I'm dead. I'm gone. Like,
but I think it's dope that they had Jane end up going to Valhalla. Which of course is the afterlife for the gods, since she technically became one.
They wasted her fucking character. That's all I'm gonna say. They didn't, but they did. They didn't. They did it, but they did. Then Darcy was in it for like 1 second. I was kind of like, oh, I was like, I fuck with Darcy, man. But look, man, everybody clearly
bring back Darcy. Bring back Darcy.
Yeah, bring back Darcy. Bring back Darcy and Wanda.
Shout out Matt Damon too.
Yeah, they were funny. pretty funny. Like I said, this was actually a funny movie more than anything, man.
They may not bring Darcy back into They may not bring if they do bring her back, it probably won't be into the Marvel, seeing as how she was working with Monica in WandaVision. So that's the only way I could see her coming back into it. Now that Jane is gone. Huh?
She might be gone if they don't have her work with Photon.
I mean, that's the only way I can see them bringing her back, because now that Jane is officially dead and she's in the afterlife, she will have no reason to be back in another Thor movie. So to bring her back to have a connection with Monica Rambeau in the Marvels would be the only thing I can see, since seeing as how she and Monica were working together in WandaVision. That would make the most sense. Though. I mean, she knew she had stage. I mean, she said she had stage 4 cancer. I mean, that's the final stage right there. Like at that point, it's like it's one of the things where it could be any day. So I mean, I'm sure she's aware now that she's dead for sure.
Man, they should have kept her alive. But look, because I'm blasted out my mind right now. But tomorrow I'm going on a cruise, man. So I appreciated going out with the gang before I go on vacation. I'm going to the Bahamas. It's the first time using the passport, so I'm going to the Bahamas. God willing.
Man.
And so I appreciate y'all. I'm glad you about to be coming.
You gonna go to the Bahamas and come back looking like your shirt.
Man, you ain't lying. You feel
gonna get that super tan.
You ain't lying. I'm getting it. So shout out to the game for pulling up, man. Torian, man. Appreciate you.
Torian, yeah.
Appreciate you showing up, man. Get your spill before we roll out, man.
I'm glad I was able to go and catch this movie with y'all. I'm glad that y'all actually enjoyed it. Of course, we were all going to have our critiques about it. It is what it is. I'm glad that I, am able to come on here and give my take on stuff like this. And of course, we'll be back on here. Me and Tom will be back on here this Thursday for the season finale of Miss Marvel, and we will just continue to go on from there. It's like a lot of stuff is just constantly rolling out. Oh. The season finale of The Boys was last night.
How'd you feel about it?
Man, this season The Boys has to probably be one of the best series on television. Well, on streaming right now. I'm gonna say streaming right now. And Pat, that's why I said I'm surprised you haven't really finished watching the show because this lines up. This show literally lines up with everything that you like about superheroes, everything that you want that you can't get out of the MCU. You're going to get out of this. I promise you that.
One night at 4:00 in the morning, just know this. Season 3 deaths in YouTube and watch everything. It's gonna feel the absolute same. That's how I watched The Boys, season 1 and 2, all deaths. I was like, this is dope. So shout out to
watch more. You need to watch more than just the deaths. You need to watch more than just the deaths. Okay. Because then it's gonna be like, okay, why did this person die? Like, what did they do? Like,
I don't go that deep. I'm just like,
I'm telling you though, like The Boys is, like I said, like seriously, The Boys is probably one of the best shows, and they took a lot of risk with the show, with a lot of stuff that they put into the show. Because I'm gonna be honest, this show would not thrive if it came out even 10 years ago.
Oh no!
So this show is perfect for right now. Because 10 years ago, this show probably wouldn't have made it past one episode with the content that they put in it.
Fuck no!
They went let me just put it this way: they literally went balls deep this season. I'm gonna just leave it right there.
Scenes.
That's how all you have to do is YouTube. So Torian Spill is literally promoting The Boys. So
it is like it's like the show is that good. Like it is really that good. I'm telling you, like you watch it, you won't be able to stop. Listen, just watch The Boys. And I'm not getting paid by Amazon, although I wish I was. But they got money to just give around, so cut a brother in. But
Amazon is the promo for sure.
Prime Day is coming up.
Spill, what's spill,
man? Y'all just make sure y'all come back, man, for Miss Marvel episode mega show. Just come through, slide through.
Let's see if you change your name back to Khan by Thursday.
I'll change it back. Tony Khan's coming back. This is Tony oldest son right now. So yeah, this is a show I started watching on Netflix called Bastard, anime jump. It's pretty cool to me. It may not be cool to other people because it's a little perverted, but I like my
wow.
Oh, then you'll like The Boys. Wild. Oh, then you'll like The Boys.
I know I like The Boys. I just don't want to watch that shit.
He still hasn't watched Peacemaker. He still hasn't watched.
I still watched Peacemaker. So but I just ready to pick this up because it's like this is a quick watch. I don't have to be like attentive to watch it. So it's pretty cool though, and it's like in line with the shit I like. So, but yeah, that's it, man. Just make sure I pop back up, man. And go see Thor. Thor, good watch. Good little watch.
Hey, shout out to the game, man. I'm definitely about to dip behind so I can finish getting together for it, man. Shout out to the game, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz, man. This is our Thor review, man. We gave it a lighters up, man. So Marvel, we cutting you some slack this season, man. And this Thursday we'll be here live for Mrs. Marvel episode, final season review, and Torian will be featured on it. So, man. So, man. Appreciate the game, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Us doing our thing and continue being marvelous. You dig what I'm saying? So, peace.